Welcome to my comparison of Frostpunk and Frostpunk 2. I'm the gaming teacher, and before we get into the video, please know that my review is based on my limited experience on the limited beta release of Frostpunk 2, which was released today, just a couple of hours ago, and it will be available till the 22nd of April for all the people who bought the deluxe version. But yeah, let's get started. The year is 1916, as we take role of a steward of a city and not just a mere captain from 1886. Now we are responsible for more than 8,000 people and not just a couple of hundreds like 40 years ago. But the differences don't stop at that, oh no. Beside taking care of people's needs, now the ungrateful lot became politically active, so we have to contest with that too. In this game mode, you start with foragers and machinists who have their own visions and agendas of how things should be run. And don't be fooled, they split off into more factions to make the steward's job even easier. So, passing laws is a new mechanic. The game tells you how likely a certain law is to pass, but you can increase the chances by requesting a favor from one of the political groups and offering them something they want in return, or just simply by pressuring the hesitant delegates, or simply by being a good ruler. There are multiple categories of laws, as you can see. Talking about needs, from left to right on the top we have hit stamps, which is basically a currency that we need to grow the city, fund research and similar. Steam cores are nothing new. Then we have heat, which is the amount of heating we can provide, as far as I understand. After it we found housing, which tells us if people have a roof over their head or not. Note that this is production and not stored amount of food. Materials, which replaces both wood and steel, it seems. Then we have goods, which are some sort of luxury items. Coal, this time it is like the stored amount. Frostland teams, the equivalent of scouts from the original game, and guard squads. It seems like fate was never an option. At the bottom we have a transparent sphere that fills up with oil, which represents tension. Underneath it we have a yellow bar that indicates city trust. On the top right we have our weather forecast. One thing that is different is definitely the art style. We can see moving people, light and automatons, which are depicted as extremely fast moving, like some effects that is because of long exposure times. As time does not pass by the hour, but rather it passes by the days, and you can see by the weather forecast that those are weeks. At the bottom you can also see the 4 political parties that are currently active and how much they trust you. Research is now different as well. At first glance we can recognize something that looks familiar, but now instead of 4 categories we have only 3, and the last thing that is different are buildings. Now you build districts, which are not in a circular shape but rather in a hexagon. You can still build specialized buildings, though they must be inside districts. There are 5 types of districts. These are logistics, industrial, extraction, food and housing, which don't need any explanations. Something else is that snow must be dealt with in a certain areas before you can build. For that you have to use frost breakers, which are big as mining machines with a spinning wheel on an arm. Before I end the video, I would like to point out that you can expect more Frostpunk 2 content in the near future, as well as a stream on Wednesday at 7 PM Central European Summer Time. So basically the same time as when the game was released. Hopefully I did not get something wrong, but if I did, feel free to correct me in the comments below. There you can also write any suggestions, or you can join my Discord for doing that. If you want more Frostpunk content now though, I suggest you to watch the 2 series where me and my fiancé were playing the original game cooperatively in an alternating fashion. That's it for this video, and I will see you all on the battlefields, or rather I should say in the Frostland.